financing or $2,000 customer cash with 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today. Ooh, like.
Toyota, let's go places.
If you have been thinking of getting a dog or a cat, now is the time to get one. The Humane Educational Society is offering free adoptions through September 10th, making it even easier to take these little guys home. Janine Cloyd is here. She brought cats for two, one for her and one for me.
Always.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Julie.
We had to pull out all of our tricks this morning because these little guys are 4 months old.
Yep.
So they're active.
They want to run.
They would love to get down and explore the studio, but we can't let them do that. They might get lost. So we've got our little soft blankets in our laps to keep them happy.
For maybe some biscuit making.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all do this sometimes, but this has been an exceptional year. I mean, you have been overcrowded for a long time, so you really need people to come in and adopt.
We have, and this is an annual event, Clear the Shelters. It's put on by NBC Universal, and they team up with hundreds of shelters all over the country, and it's so needed. It's a perfect time of year because we're all overloaded, and so yes, we have about 550 animals at the shelter right now, so we are...
And the adoptions are free.
The adoptions are free, and that gives, adopters some extra money for all the necessities and fun things,
all
too.
of your own toys that you'll want.
Yes,
So let's talk about these little guys and then a couple of things about that free adoption, because it might be free to you when you adopt. It is not free to the Humane Society because they have put in the love and the legwork. So these animals are all going to be spayed, neutered, their shots updated. You're adopting a healthy animal, and that means a lot.
It does. And sometimes these little babies, especially kittens, they come in and they might have upper respiratory or something like that, and so there's a whole meds that go with their care and things like that, so it is very expensive.
So you've called her or him whipped cream, is that right?
This is whipped cream. It's a little boy, and this is pumpkin pie. And I was laughing when I saw the names because the staff are always trying to be creative with their names, and I think that they're yearning for cool weather for fall.
So I made a mistake once. I've had cats for a long time, and one I got with y'all years ago. Then the other one that I have now I adopted from somebody else, but it was still a sheltered kind of a thing. But I should have gotten two.
Yeah.
Marmalade, the cat I have now, had a sibling, and I should have gotten it.
Yeah.
Cats really do better with two, don't they?
Well, especially a kitten, they're so playful, and people say this cat's crazy. Well, if they have a partner a partner in crime, then they have someone to entertain them all the time. Yeah, I think cats are great in pairs for sure.
Dogs, not so much. You can they're gonna love you no matter what, whether there are other pets there or not. Part of what people are going to find when they come to adopt, and it is through September 10th.
Yes, it's a whole month long.
Do you want them to make a reservation, like an appointment to come and see?
Yes,
is that
ideally, because that way you don't show up in the lobby and there's 10 other people ahead of you, because we just don't have the resources to service that many adopters at one time.
Yeah.
Right, so if you go onto our website, fill out an application, then they'll call and set up an appointment and all that.
You can correct me if I should not be saying this on the air, but one of the great things when they built the new building for the Humane Society, you had a big role in it. I know y'all were very intentional with your wish list. So behind you on the property there are trails where your volunteers will take the dogs. So if someone is looking for a dog, they can even maybe go out on the trail a little bit, or is there just like a little yard that they run around with?
Typically we have meet and greet yards and things like that, but yes, sometimes they do take a walk, or to kind of see how that's going, especially if it's a meet and greet and they've got another dog.
Because you really are trying to get to know the animals yourselves. That way you can recommend to people a good fit.
Yes.
And also you want them to be acclimated from day one when they go home with the family.
Yeah, absolutely. The trails, oh gosh, I think that's my favorite, one of my favorite things about our new facility is the trails behind the shelter, because those dogs are out there on them every day.
Yeah. And
also they're, at the same time, all the very, very social dogs that like and love other dogs are playing in playgroups. So right now we have about 40 puppies, And puppy play group is the funnest thing you could ever imagine to watch, because they're all about 2 to 3 to 4 months old.
Oh, nobody ever calls in sick to work.
No,
on puppy play day.
It's so much fun to watch. I had summer camp with kids, and they got to go out and watch, and they all wanted to go in there, but I laugh. I say it's like going into shark infested waters, because their little nails are so sharp, and they jump on you, and when there's that many.
Do you ever get tired of watching the scene when an individual or a family comes in and they find the animal for them, and they're so happy when they go out to their car with this new family member? I bet that never gets old.
It never gets old. It's such a joyous thing to see, and we have a whole volunteer crew of adoption ambassadors that work with those folks, and it's I don't know. It's one of the best things about working there, I guess.
So make an appointment to come and see whatever you're looking for, whether it's a puppy or a kitten, or don't forget about the true love of adopting a senior dog.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, or cat for that matter.
Yeah.
Not everybody wants this kind of energy that you and I are dealing with this morning.
Right, and these older animals, they just want a nice place to settle and call home, and they're very easy typically. Yes.
And very often they're animals who've been in the care of somebody who loved them.
Yes.
And something has just happened to prevent that, so they're looking for that love again.
Yeah.
Well, pumpkin pie is kind of settling in with me now.
Yes.
You gonna stick around for a little while? I might take a nap with you in my lap. It's the Humane Educational Society's Clear the Shelter. It is an annual event, so you can make your appointments online. You can call them too, but online is easier, heschat.org, and they would love to see you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Janine.
Thank you, Julie.
West Yellow Knife Trading Post has everything under the sun. First quality LVP click lock with 12 mil wear layer, 9 great colors. Plus unboxed click lock at $1 per square foot. Box